Hey guys, I'm back with another video. So today
My mom is
we're going to be watching stories by the Story Animated, My Story Animated. So yeah, subscribe to them and let's get right into the video.
Crazy. She goes around the city with bags of food and gives it to anyone who looks hungry. Once she even let a strange homeless lady into our home. My mom washed her hair, did her nails, and even paid $5,000 to fix her teeth. It's like my mom can't help herself to care for anyone who looks like they're having a rough life. My dad doesn't mind my mom helping the homeless, since he makes enough money to support a whole village. Until this one day, when something really dangerous happened. Mom spotted a single mother and her 2 daughters under a bridge near a railway station. She stopped the car. I moaned. "Oh, Mom, not again." The single mother had a really creepy look on her face, and she looked like she was about to attack us before Mom calmed her down. After that, my mom let them stay in our house for the whole weekend. What's even worse, the 2 daughters had to sleep in my room. After they left the next day, I was glad we could finally relax. But during the day, my whole family started getting really sick, and we discovered that we had caught a virus from them. We all got into a big fight. My dad made my mom promise to never let any homeless people into our house again. Until one night, we were driving at night when we spotted a boy walking down the street. He was wearing summer clothes, even though it was really cold, and then my mom decided that we should stop and see where he's going. We begged our mom not to, but she didn't care. After minutes, the boy was in our car ready to go home with us. He sat there awkwardly without speaking or making any eye contact with anyone. When we got home, he ate 4 big plates of dinner. Then my mom made a bed for him on the couch. He said that this was his first time sleeping on a real bed. During the night, I bumped into him on the way to the bathroom. "Sorry," he whispered under his breath. But I just stared into his eyes and said, "Try to do something funny to me or my parents, and you will spend the rest of your life in jail." He just looked at the floor and walked back to the couch. The next morning, I woke up late. I thought he'd be gone by then, but I was shocked to see that he was helping my mom bake a cake as soon as I walked into the kitchen. I went ballistic. I told him to get out of the house or I'll call the police. The boy looked scared and he started packing his stuff. But then my mom said, "Where do you think you're going, young man? She is not the boss of the household." For a moment, he was silent. But then I heard him whisper to her, "Thank you, Mommy." She smiled and grounded me in my room for the rest of the day. When it was lunchtime, Joe sat beside my mom and held her hand the whole time. This time he wouldn't shut his mouth during lunch. He said that his mother was an alcoholic, and he doesn't know who his father is. Away from home after he got abused, which, to be honest, all seemed like lies. The next day, my mom thought it was a great idea for Joe to enroll in school with me. Of course, I had no say in the matter. At school, Joe didn't fit in, and he acted really weird. He was scared of everything and everyone. He walked with me wherever I went. He even asked if he could hold my hand, but I refused. During break time, Joe came to
Oh my god, a stupid friend.
sit beside me. But that's when I flipped out and told him to go away in front of everyone. He then sat on the table next to me and ate his food quietly. After a while, my BF came over to say hi. I told him jokingly, "Hi, stranger," and then he grabbed me and kissed me. Before I knew it, Joe got up and attacked my BF. He pushed him on the ground and was about to beat him up. I stopped him while screaming, "Are you crazy?" Apparently, Joe had thought that my BF was a stranger who grabbed me without my permission. How could he be so stupid? My mom had to go to the principal's office. Joe was suspended for 2 weeks. It was one day and he was already in trouble. My mom gave him a big speech on our way home. "If you live in my house, it's going to be my rules, understood?" "Yes, ma'am," said Joe. Did she just say live in our house? Was he living with us now after all he did? My mom was just insane. My mom even gave Joe his own room, and she went shopping with him to make sure he had new clothes. After Joe's suspension, my mom got involved with his school activities to make sure he didn't get in trouble again. She spoke to the principal and asked him to let Joe try out for a few extracurricular groups. After a few weeks, Joe really started showing great promise. He aced all his exams, and before you knew it, he was captain of the maths and science groups. My parents were so proud of him. We even went out to a fancy restaurant to celebrate his achievement.
No.
I started to really like Joe. He was kind, humble, and patient. Finally, I was able to see what my mother was seeing in him all along. We drank champagne as my dad said, "Welcome to the family, Joe." A guy with a golden chain and a bandana walked up to our table in the restaurant. "Joe, fancy seeing you here." Joe completely froze. The guy lifted up his shirt to reveal a gun tucked in his pants. "Your mother still owes me cash. Tell her if she doesn't pay up in 48 hours, I might just come and get your new house." I knew this was...
Okay, be right back, guys. It'll just be like a quick cut, so you guys will see. So, yeah. Okay.
Too good to be true. Joe was trouble. 12 a.m. that night, we heard a loud bang on our front door. A woman was screaming and crying. Dad rushed down the stairs. It was Joe's mother. "Where's my son? Give him back to me." Joe walked up to the door and asked his mom to calm down. She looked totally mad. Her hair was a mess. She had blue bags under her eyes. My dad asked Joe if he wanted to go home, and he just shook his head. "Joe, do you have any money? Give me some money," Joe's mother pleaded. My dad handed her $1,000, but she still wanted more. But then Joe stopped him, told him that he shouldn't give her any money, and kicked his mother out. After that day, my parents took legal action to adopt Joe. Joe's mother was seen as unfit by the court, and he became my brother. Joe started making friends at school. Even Zach, my BF, tried to be friends with him. Things were going pretty good until one night, I heard my mom and dad talking quietly in their rooms. My dad was saying that $50,000 was missing from the safe lock. When they went on Joe, he was gone. His bed was made, and he left a note that said, "Thank you for everything. Goodbye, Joe." My mom was devastated. Of course, we knew that Joe would never simply rob us and leave. We decided to head to his mother's house and see what was going on. When we got there, the same guy who approached us at the restaurant a few months ago was sitting in front of their house. "Ah, just the lady I'm looking for. Thanks for all the money you've been sending us over the past couple of months." My mom walked past the guy and started screaming, "Joe! Joe, where are you?" Joe's mom opened the door of the one-bedroom house. She looked completely drunk. "You leave my son alone." My mom said that Joe was her son now, and she wanted him to come home. "Listen, lady, Joe doesn't care for you. He has been using you for money. He's been sending it to me."
Fast, safe, strong. Broadband that goes beyond for less than you'd expect. Super reliable.
Every
Going
week.
crazy.
And now he's back living with me. So don't ever show your face here again. Or else. My mom was completely confused. She phoned the police and had them investigate. That night we heard glass breaking from downstairs. 2 gunshots fired. And tires screeched in our driveway. My dad found a note that said, "Leave Joe alone. Don't involve the police, or the next gunshot will be for you." We were scared, but we weren't going to give up on Joe. So we planned a way around it. My parents started looking for houses in another city. They booked a flight and arranged everything we needed. The only thing left was to get Joe out of that house safely. The plan was to wait for Joe outside his mother's house and take him with us when no one was looking. So we all sat in the car at 6 a.m. and waited for him to leave. Hours passed until it was almost noon. It was weird because Joe would usually be out by this time of day. Finally, we saw the door open. Joe got out of the house. His mother, however, was walking with him. Both of them headed to their car, and Joe started driving. My dad followed them carefully. The first stop they made was at a gas station. They went into a 7-Eleven store and got out with what seemed like bags full of alcohol bottles. His mother surely drank a lot. I wished I could just call his name so he can come with us. I was so sad and angry to see him like that. After that stop, Joe and his mom started driving. My dad was determined to follow them wherever they went. This time, it was a really long drive. We drove for about an hour before they entered a ghetto area. It looked like a really dangerous neighborhood. It even looked worse than the one Joe lives in.